Hi, I'm Gerardo Racinas with the Martinez Tribune, and we are here with Raleigh Adams. Raleigh, who's back from Long Beach, where he goes to school and he runs track. Raleigh, how was moving to Long Beach after obviously being in Martinez, and what was there any adjustment to be made, or is it just pretty much cool all the time because you're going to a place where there's no seasons, it's basically summer all the time.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
With like Martinez being a really small town, really close community, everyone kind of knows everyone. And moving to Long Beach, where every high school has about 4,000 or 5,000 kids, you don't really have like that opportunity. There's a lot of new people, and especially going to college with 30,000 people, you don't get a chance to really meet as many people as you would like. But my adjustment was fine. Moving into the dorms, living with great people, kind of from the Northern California area, Sacramento, places like that. So my adjustment was really easy, really smooth. Made friends with like the whole track team, so I was kind of lucky enough to be on a track team and meet a couple people before I moved in. So everything moved pretty smoothly for me.
Yeah. How is that, the whole dorm situation? Because I know, you were saying that you room with how many people do you room with?
Yeah, our suite had 14 different guys.
How does that work out? Is it basically just crazy anytime anyone wants to go anywhere?
Yeah, 14 different guys in one bathroom kind of gets crowded in the morning when everyone wants to take a shower. Yeah. But other than that, it's a pretty good situation. Everyone else has different class schedules, so sometimes everything just works out perfect.
And they're all your teammates, so.
We had 4 people for track. Everyone else was just normal guys that
Oh, okay.
that were just going to the school. So it's kind of cool.
Okay, and so how has this year gone for you? In terms of competing, did you have a good year by your standards, or do you think that it was adjusting from being like an NCS competitor and all that, and going to to starting off as a freshman, where you're kind of the bottom of the totem pole almost as a freshman? Yeah. How was that adjustment, or do you feel like you made that adjustment pretty easily?
The adjustment to college was a little rough at the start. My coach told me before I came in that she wanted me to learn from the older guys, but I kind of walked on and I kind of like took the number 1 spot, which was kind of cool. So from like there on out, it was kind of an easier adjustment per se from there. The hurdles go up in college and then they get longer for the 400 hurdles. So hopefully I don't have to run the 400 hurdles next year because those really sucked.
Have you just been doing the 110s?
Yeah, I've been doing the run 110s more recently, and that's what I ran in our conference final.
Okay. And so, how did that go? Tell us about that. You made a pretty solid achievement at the end of the year. You mentioned that you mentioned before we started that you had a couple injuries this season. Tell us about bouncing back from 2 injuries and still being able to get to somewhere like the conference.
Yeah, luckily we have a really good athletic training staff, which they helped me worlds physical therapy I went through. Tore my hamstring twice, took me out for about 3 months in the season. So bouncing back from that was difficult. The faster you get in track is the more running that you do. You build your speed work. So getting out of training was really difficult. But I was luckily enough able to bounce back and make our conference final. Took 9th, which kind of sucks. Wish I could have done better, but I guess it was always meant to be like that. So just trying to bounce back next year stronger.
So yeah, but taking nine out of how many competitors?
For the conference? I have no idea, but probably out of like 100.
So do you think you were just kind of happy to be there, or was it just, were you always with the mindset that I want to be in that top, 3, 5, or was top 10?
Well, yeah, at the beginning of the year, I came in and I was supposed to take top 3 with the time that I ran, but through injuries, people move past you. So I kind of always expected to be in that top 3 position. And luckily, my teammate picked up the slack from me and took a top 3 position, so he earned points for our team. And that's really what I was trying to do, is just earn points for our team and try to make it to the NCAA West Championships. But
so do you think that competition and that experience was probably one of the highlights of your year, or was there something else that really stood out this year that that you would say like that was one of the memories that I'll always keep of my freshman year in competing in college sports?
That would probably be one of my, if not my favorite highlight. The other one would be coming back here at Berkeley to open up my season, because it was pouring rain. It was probably the worst weather I've ever ran in my life. So those would be the top two experiences from
It
competing.
always seemed like those kind of things always stick out because they're always, you know, you had to do all this work to get through, you know, not the
Definitely,
great
definitely.
conditions. So what have you been doing, you know, so far? I mean, I don't know how much time you have left in your summer. I'm sure it varies, but, you know, what have you been doing so far this summer? You know, training, hanging out with your family and friends, and
Yeah, it's been a lot of family time as well as training. I train every day. Kind of slacked off a little bit now. I kind of give myself Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off because I'm now it's just conditioning training, trying to get ready for the next season. But pretty much the same thing every day. It's just training or just sitting at the house, you know, chilling with my family.
So as soon as you get back, are you straight back into conditioning with the team?
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as you get back, you're ready to go, and everyone meets back up.
hmm
When does your season start, though?
Our season starts early to like mid-January. We finish our whole first semester of training, and then we come back from our winter break from the semester, and we get right back into the season. We have about 2 weeks to prepare, and we start off our season in Seattle.
Oh, okay. Have you enjoyed the travel? I mean, I think that's probably one of the perks of
Yeah.
being a student athlete.
I didn't get to travel a lot because I got hurt. So, but the places I did get to travel to were really cool. A lot of places I hadn't been to before, so were really cool. This year, I hope I get to go to Seattle, which would be really nice. The NCAA's, if I make it there, last year it was in Kansas. So I'd love to try to go somewhere like that next year.
All right. Well, thank you, Raleigh. We appreciate you taking the time out to hang out with us and tell us a little bit about your year. So good luck in the next year, and we'll be rooting for you, and we'll keep an eye on what you're doing.
Thank you very much.